Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. This summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Friday edition of the Pajama Party. I'm one of yours, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
How about that? All right. Tonight we're going to sort of freelance it tonight. We have a special guest also that's going to be showing up later in the show. She goes by the name of Alina Chanel. She's a up-and-coming singing sensation, and she will truly hear about here in the very near future. So we're going to get into her aspect of things. And she's a friend of the show. In fact, that's who sings our theme song of the show coming on.
All
so
right, yeah.
We'll get to dissect what's going on with her and see what's happening with that. Like I said, I am the boss here, and Ketel and Redwine work for me.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
So
Back on that again.
Yeah,
while Ketel makes me a sandwich and Redwine makes me a drink, we're going to take a pause.
Pause for the call, huh?
Oh, that's how it is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, this will be a quick one because I thought we were going to keep it moving. Poppa DD is calling for a pause for the call.
We'll be freelancing, so you want to keep it going, or what do you want to do?
No, we can take a quick pause, and then we'll come back with the hot topics for this week.
Here we go.
Your finest cognac over a glass of ice in a short glass. Goes great with Poppa DD's segment. Living for the City on Blog Talk Radio every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or apajamaparty.com on a live stream. I want to talk to that Poppa DD myself. I'm going to hit him up. It's on 914-803-4306. Once again, that's 914-803-4306. And you should too.
Looking for a new cocktail to serve at your next dinner party? Trying to figure out what pairs well with your main entree? Then you need to visit the Cocktail of the Week archive at apajamaparty.com. We've got a list of all the cocktails we've featured on previous Pajama Party shows with recipes and pictures of the drinks. And believe me, we've had some good ones. And while you're on the website, visit the archives for previous shows. Just click on any date, and you can hear the shows again and again. We've got you covered at apajamaparty.com. And tell a friend. They'll thank you.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
All right.
Hot topics?
Hot topics.
Oh, okay. Let's see. We have, the, what is he called? The
Ex-governor of Illinois.
Ex-governor of Illinois.
Illinois.
And I know I'm going to mess his name up. It's Rod Blagojevich.
Yeah,
I believe that's right.
You got it.
Okay. Well, your boy 45 has commuted his sentence. I guess they're going to let him out soon.
Okay.
And you may recall this happened in 2009. He was impeached and removed from office on corruption charges. Now, this news came hours after Trump signed an executive order granting a full pardon to former San Francisco 49 owners, Eddie DeBartolo Jr., and that was related to a decades-old corruption charge as well. So what, is he letting all the corruption people out? Is that how we doing?
So.
That's just right.
Okay, and it says it was one of nearly a dozen pardons and commutations, I guess that's how you say that,
Yeah,
that the White House announced on Tuesday of this week.
Okay.
Another big name on the list of people that are getting their sentence commuted was Michael Milken. Now, you remember him, former junk bond trader?
Oh, okay.
Who took a lot of people's money and did a bunch of funky stuff.
You gotta be kidding me.
He pleaded guilty back in 1990 to racketeering and security fraud. Unbelievable. The man who prosecuted Milken and one of the people who advocated for his pardon, according to the White House, was guess who? Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, Lord.
Of course.
You need to sit down.
Giuliani also advocated for a pardon for Kurlick, who is Giuliani's hand-picked police commissioner when he was mayor of New York. Kurlick was sentenced in 2010 to 4 years in prison after pleading guilty to 8 felony charges, including tax fraud. And it's a bunch of, this is crazy. So Blagojevich, who's now 63, was sentenced in 2011, supposed to do 14 years in federal prison on those corruption charges. And this had to do with the solicitation of bribes in an attempt to sell the Senate seat that was vacated when Barack Obama was elected president.
Who does that?
Yeah, who does that? How you going to sell a Senate seat? But he tried.
He was trying.
Yeah.
So Trump, who had repeatedly floated the idea of pardoning Blagojevich, told reporters that he had received a tremendously powerful, ridiculous sentence. So 14 years was tremendously, powerfully ridiculous. They said he served 8 years, and Trump felt like that was a long enough time.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying that he was, the appeals court dismissed 5 of his 18 convictions. I mean, from wire fraud to conspiracy to commit extortion. So, I'm like, he did a lot.
He was busy.
But I think that's considered, what, white-collar crime, I guess? And
yeah, that's what they call it.
You're not knocking somebody in the head, so you do less of time. That's what they say. You do the white-collar crime, you do less time.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, people out here knocking folks in the head, y'all going to do some long time.
And you won't get the president pardoning you. Now, here's what Trump said to the reporters at Andrews Air Force Base. He said he served 8 years in jail, a long time. I don't know him very well. I met him a couple of times. He was on The Apprentice for a short while, some years ago. Seems like a nice person, but I don't know him.
But you're going to pardon him.
So why'd you pardon him if you don't know him?
Exactly. How can you say he seems like a nice person if you don't know him?
It's a moron.
And then he said, I met him a couple of times, but I don't know him. But he seems like a nice person. So Trump said that many people thought the sentence was unfair, and this man should be able to go back home to his family. Well, what about all the other people in jail for stupid stuff?
All right, well, let me intervene just a minute if I could. Now, first of all, let's not leave the politics of things out of there, right? First of all, this man was does this say what his political affiliation is?
He's a
Republican
Democrat.
Democrat? All right, he was a Democrat at the time. But now that Trump has commuted his sentence, he's whatever Trump wants him to be. Like when the puppet is down here and you got the strings tied to your finger and you're going like this here, and the little puppet's going. So Trump's got him under his control. Okay? So now, when you look at things like that today, when he got busted, the world is divided in 50% of people. 50% of people for it and 50% was against it. Now, if Trump can get him to lead over to the Republican side of things, which that's what you're going to hear in the next few weeks, that now he's a Trump supporter and he's bringing any constituents with him over to the Trump side because he was the ex-governor of Illinois, which is a huge city with a lot of delegates. And remember, you win an election based on the electoral college and how many delegate votes you get, not how many votes you get.
Which I still don't understand that.
Yeah, well, like I said, Hillary Clinton got the popular vote. Clinton both got like 11 million, but Trump got like 9 million, but he had he won the states, the internal aspect of the state, the counties and the cities and everything. So but anyway, he's going to be a puppet for Trump, and Trump knows this election year he needs all he can get.
Right.
So I think that's where his situation is, because he was a punk when he went in. I'm sure he's still a punk now that he's getting out. So, we'll see what happens. And he's been there for a long time. But one person they're not talking about is Jesse Jackson Jr., who was right up there in the whole council chamber with him at the time. They were both in on that. But Jesse Jackson Jr. got out of it because Jesse Jackson Jr. ended up going to the crazy house because he committed himself. It's crazy because the one thing he spoke a lot ill-fated about his father, because his father, as you know, not to bring up different situations but the past, but I will. His father got the young lady pregnant. Well, they both got each other pregnant. The young lady who was doing a story on him, a documentary or a book or whatever it was, a op-ed, whatever it was, and they end up having a baby. That baby right now is probably about 17, 18 years old. Now.
Probably.
So when they had a baby, Jesse Jackson's wife divorced him immediately, and Jesse, being mama's boy, Jesse's son, he was totally against his father for doing that. So, but then all of a sudden, while he was hating on his father and kicking his father to the curb and trying to kill his father's reputation, his butt hiney was hanging out with the whole scandal with Barack Obama. So you trying to box your father in public and you didn't have no pants on and your ass was out. So therefore, he got spanked on his ass. So instead of him going to jail like this guy here, they sent him to the crazy house.
But I still think his father has some influence on that particular sentence.
On what?
On this particular sentence, even though.
Oh, the fact that he went to the crazy house instead of
right.
Even right. He still tried to help him.
Right. Even though
he
lost
his mind.
Right. He still was going to.
He lost his mind because he didn't realize. He thought that if I keep badgering my father in public, that would supply my heart on how he broke my mother's heart and had a baby out of wedlock like he did. But in the meantime, he's with this other guy. They're trying to make millions on selling the seat that Barack Obama vacant. And like I said, one went to jail and one went to the house with the little rubber walls and all that jazz. So,
But he's been out, though. I think he's out now.
Oh, yeah, he's out. You don't hear from him no more because he's got,
He done went way underground, I guess.
Yeah, he's underground. He's, what are you going to do?
Well, speaking of the people that Trump pardoned, what's the guy's name? Eddie DeBartolo Jr. He was 73, I guess at the time. It says DeBartolo, 73, who owned 49ers between 77 and 2000, was charged in 98 involving former Congressman and Louisiana Governor Edwin Edwards. He pleaded guilty to one count of failing to report a felony after prosecutors said Edwards demanded $400,000 from the 49ers owner in exchange for a riverboat casino license. DeBartolo was also fined $1 million and served 2 years of probation. So,
wow.
Yeah, that was a huge scandal.
And also the NFL fined him too, and barred from team operations for a year. He turned over control to his sister. Wow, Denise York, who still owns the team.
Yeah, it's still his York family that owns stuff. But he was a great guy though. He was, when it came to black men in the NFL, he was all for the families, because what's his name doesn't say anything about him. Jerry Rice or Ronnie Lott or anybody, Joe Montana, 49ers for life back in the day. They are all up on him as being a great man, and he made some bad mistakes because he was nice and doing his thing on the side, and you can't think that when you're making money and hustling that you're not going to be tracked.
Right.
You always got to be cool. When you start making money, you got to be the coolest. You got to chill, man.
But they did say, you were talking about the 49ers, Jerry Rice, Ronnie Lott, and Charles Haley were at the White House for the signing ceremony. So.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like you say,
they loved him.
Yeah.
They loved him because he was with their families and everybody.
He just got caught up in some stuff.
But he loved black people. Like my man in the movie, Jerry Maguire. I love black people.
What else did he say?
Yeah.
Well,
remember when he told him to say it?
He was real life like that.
Wow. Interesting.
All right.
Well,
what else is happening?
And this other guy, Michael Milken.
Yeah, Milken.
He was in the news big time, too, for a whole scandal when it came to Wall Street. And he was a mess, okay? He was a complete mess. And but Trump goes in and grabs these scavenger people. Now, the story behind that, like I said, Trump wants this guy here to go 50% in on him now and get elected. This guy here, Michael Milkins, you have to understand, too, if people do a lot of Wall Street trading and they end up stealing like $36 million from the thing. Now, if they only get fined $15 million when they go to jail, this $15 million, just like that movie, what was it? But Denzel Washington, where they held the money, they buried the money underneath the dog. Remember back in the backyard?
Oh, Shawshank Redemption?
No, that's not.
Wait a minute. Oh, you said Denzel.
Denzel, yeah, Denzel. I think it was Training Day or somewhere.
Oh yeah, and
he
was underneath
in the yard
house?
underneath the doghouse in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
he held the money underneath there with a big German Shepherd.
Okay.
So if you get fined $15 million for your crime and you milk $36 million, there's $15 million still out there. So I think Trump talked to this guy Milkins and said, "Where's the rest of the money?" Oh, what do you mean? Where's the rest of the money? You milk people for $36 million, and you only got fined $15 million, judging by Internal Revenue. Now, mind you, Trump has what's his name in his back pocket, the Secretary of Treasury. What's his name? Redwine?
Nugent. Oh,
no, him and his wife was flying around in the.
Isn't that his name, Mnuchin?
I don't know. I work for the government. It was on my pay stub. Yeah,
I
Mnuchin.
think it's Mnuchin.
Him and his wife, they're ballers and shot callers, so they run stuff. So anyway, he talked to Mnuchin, who's the Secretary of Treasury, to find out what kind of money this guy paid back to the government and how much he milked. So Trump probably is getting money from this guy here that he got, because when these guys come out of jail, they go straight where the money's buried.
Oh yeah.
Don't think they don't. It's, oh well, the government gave him 20 years in jail and fined him $20 million. Well, wait a minute. I watched the show Greed. Greed said he stole over $40 million, and the government only took $20 million. So where's the rest of the money? A lot of people in Wall Street get busted like that. The number that they took from people and the number they got fined never matches up.
Of course.
And they don't care. They be in the federal penitentiary chilling, because they know they got money to come out to.
Yep.
But Trump came in the middle of that and said, "Yo, my main man. Look at here. I'm gonna let you out, but where's the rest of the money? Where's the $15 million between the $36 million you stole?" So everything Trump does is connected to something.
Sure.
Don't think Trump is just letting people out because he ain't got nothing else to do.
I agree. I agree with you on that one, Papa.
So, everybody is there for a method to Trump's madness, and I know that's Redwine's boy.
Don't even
go
there.
Elaborate on it.
Please do not go there.
It's your main man. You voted for him. You going to vote for him again?
Lies you tell.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to try to stay commercial-free tonight.
Oh, wow.
Are we going to be...
That's a first.
Yeah.
We have...
One more.
One more? What else you got?
Um.
We were trying to follow up on a story about, oh gosh, now I've forgotten the name. Barr.
Okay.
What was going on with the Attorney General Barr? Did anybody find out anything else on that one? Because I don't want to say it if we don't know for sure.
Well, just off the top of my head, and Barr is the Attorney General, which means that you're the top cop. Means that, when you go in society as a, if you get busted, the first people who's going to handle it is the cops on the lower level, Then it goes to the prosecutors, district attorneys, whatever. And that's all local municipality. But way up here in Washington is where all the district attorney is, the main dog. He's up here with the Supreme Court and all these other people. So whatever you do locally, if it's that bad, it'll shoot up here at some point. When you go to appeal your stuff, when you get done your trial, you can appeal at this level, and this is the lower level. But after a while, it goes up here, then district attorney get a hold of it. But he's the top cop, the district attorney. He has a bodyguard, carries a gun, wears a vest and everything. He's right there in line with the president and everything else. He's the top cop. He's the top cop. He's everybody's boss. Everybody, any cop and lawyer all over the world, that's their boss. The district attorney of the United States. That's his position.
Well, we won't even talk about the stuff he's done most recently.
Well, the reason why things are going down right now is because Barr was always defending Trump, But what they did recently when Trump came in and started talking about, he came in the middle of a trial. It was a trial going on with a situation with the gentleman at what was the one that he was about to get sentenced when a gentleman
I can't
in
recall
the scandal.
now who it was.
It was Stone. Stone.
Right,
was his name.
Roger Stone.
Stone's the guy who wears little crazy glasses with the white hair. He looks like an old porn star. whatever. It looks real crazy.
And he loves Richard Nixon.
He loves Richard Nixon. He does peace
Really?
signs like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He has tattoos
But see,
of
that's
Nixon.
Trump's boy.
Yeah.
That's Trump's boy. Trump hangs out with him and everything. See, these guys go back. They go way back.
Yeah, they do.
So anyway, Stone was just about to get sentenced, and they wanted 7 years on that. And the prosecutors did all they can to get this man in jail for a while. Because if you throw somebody in jail, if you get him in jail for 5 years, you're lucky. So they got him for 7 years. Midstream, before they about to do the sentencing, Trump said, "Oh no, that's too much time. Too much time. We don't want to give him too much time." So Trump came in and kind of knocked that over. So the prosecutors was prosecuting the case. 4 of them. Each name on the talk name. What they did was 4 prosecutors quit. They said, all that work we did to burn this guy Stone, now Trump's going to come and tell us that the sentence we gave him was too high. What does Trump have to do with our case? Okay? So 4 prosecutors left. Now, when 4 prosecutors left from the district attorney's office, what does that do? What happens when 4 people leave from any place? From Walmart, from Red Lobster, from anywhere. What happens when 4 people leave? You're shorthanded. So now the prosecutor's office is shorthanded. And Barr finally came out and said, you know what? I don't think that Trump should be going there. He spoke his mind on what, but now you spoke your mind on losing your 4 prosecutors and make the office short. But you also tried to defend Trump during the impeachment scandal a couple weeks ago. So you're being contradictory. Now you're all for Trump. Now you're against Trump. So everybody's saying, look, Barr, you need to go. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't even know which way your wing-wanger is winging.
He's just doing too much hanky-panky for the
exactly.
Trump, and they realize it. Because this story talks about a former DOJ lawyer is one of more than 2,000 former department officials who signed an open letter urging Attorney General William Barr to resign after Barr intervened in the case with Roger Stone.
Right, because in a month's time, you were being so gun-ho with Trump not being impeached.
Right.
But now that Trump came in there and messed up this case, you want to act like he's disrespecting your office. Well, Trump been disrespecting the whole office for a long time, and they find out now he's a turncoat. He's just it's a mess. Everything. The truth always comes to the light.
Right.
You know what I mean?
To me, it all started with when he redacted the information that they gave on Donald Trump.
Before the full report had been released.
He's been defending him for a long time.
He was more or less going on his side. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, he was like, let me sum it up and tell you what you need to know.
But we couldn't read it. Once we read it, it's like, okay, everything is crossed out. You can't read Jiggity Jack.
A redacted report is not going to help.
Jiggity Jack, that's old school.
That's a demerit.
Oh. I'm fired. Okay, bye.
We're checking our alarm system in the studio. It works.
Look, we got a new player on the scene anyway. Lena Chanel, we have her coming up shortly. She sings our theme song, and she's straight out from California. So we're gonna
hanging out in the studio in the DMV.
All right.
And we're going to tell y'all where our studio is because y'all crazy.
Are you lined up knocking on the door, huh? Lena Chanel.
They might come and crash the pajama party.
That's
okay.
right.
We're going to take a little break, but we're going to keep moving.
We keep moving. I want to say one thing, though, in all sincerity. I listened to, I was on a train one day just listening to things on YouTube, and I ran across Tammy Terrell when he did a feature of her on Unsung.
Oh, wow.
And Unsung speaks the truth on things. And it's so ironic that the first thing they spoke about was not only her problems with her life and her death and the in-between. And what got me, and I just think that all ladies out here, young ladies in the music industry and things of this nature should take heed to what I'm about to say, because I'm being very serious about this. Because usually, and the position that men take in most cases when people talk about men act like they're being picked on and they're being this and that. And when a man steps in and tries to defend a woman's point of view, the man's looking like he's some kind of wimp and he's not really standing up for men or whatever. But Unsung really really swayed my heart with this because I was a huge fan of this duet, okay, which is Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Huge fan of them. They've done songs like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Heaven Must Have Sent You From Above, Heaven Must Have Sent Your Precious Love, okay, a song I personally wanted to sing with Lena Chanel, but I can't seem to rope her down for 5 minutes. Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. They did that song as well. One day, hopefully, me and Lena Chanel will probably sing that together, probably in my dreams, but hopefully it can come reality one day. Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, Your Precious Love, and Ain't No Mountain High Enough are 3 songs out of many songs that Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell did together. Tammy Terrell tragically died at 24 years old.
Wow.
She started early in her life, singing and being a part of things and all that jazz, and eventually she migrated to Detroit, and she got with the whole Motown thing and all that. But we, as a people, all I want to say to people now, as you listen to our show tonight, always understand that you have to not just be contained to your own generation. Take a step back to see what happened in other generations, because the truth will come to the light and really shock you about what people have done. And we cannot begin to speak on, let's say R. Kelly, for example. Okay? Right now the big thing is R. Kelly. R. Kelly with this, R. Kelly with that, R. Kelly with this, R. Kelly with that. Sure, there's some interesting things with that, what have you. There's some people that got together and they made different stories, documentaries, different, because the network will do things which is benefit to them. Okay? Now, but let me just say this, I'm going to keep it short because we're going to bring on Lena Chanel here, and we definitely want to get her in on here because she's going back to California, and we need to get her on record on our show because we're real proud to have her. And even with her future as a singer, hopefully she can pull something out of this as well. There were 2 people that, now they said that Tammy Terrell always had hereditary headaches that she inherited from her mother, okay? But then she was so pretty and so sexy, and that's what everybody said about her, unsung, different performers in the past. Ashford Simpson, who wrote the songs I'm talking about, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Your Precious Love, all these songs, Ashford Simpson wrote all these songs that Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell sang. Now, they were saying how she had, especially Nick Ashford saying, oh, man, she was sexy as I. He was. That was my man. He was a baller. He had long hair, Him and Verdine White of Earth, Wind and Fire, but they were the original long hair ballers, shot callers. Anyway, so he said that, she was real sexy, but she hooked up first with James Brown. James Brown wanted her as a background singer, so it became James Brown's singer. Now, James Brown, being from the South, he's from Macon, Georgia, and I'm going to put this out there, and I want this recorded on our show. James Brown was from Macon, Georgia, okay, Southern boy. Now, I don't know whether or not he was going with Tammy Terrell because of her or because he felt like he could pull her away from Marvin Gaye, and they were just singing together as a duet, but they looked so good together singing. Marvin Gaye was young, handsome brother, and remember, Marvin Gaye's from Washington, D.C., so he was a city slicker brother, you know what I mean? Cool, laid back, tall, brown-skinned, golden brown brother, and handsome. James Brown, doing slippy slide, Southern boy, country accent, whatever. Insecurities come with Southern brothers. No disrespect. You know what I mean? You like a Southern man, that's your choice. But sometimes insecurities can come along when they're up against a city guy. Because the city guy do stuff natural where a country guy got to maybe put a little more effort. I'm a city guy, maybe be a little biased. Okay. Now, come to find out, it was known, and Unsung said this, not me, that James Brown was beating Tammy Terrell. Knocked her in the head a few times, which kind of went along with the headaches that she was having. Now, it's documented the fact that James Brown was always arguing with his horn player, Maceo. Maceo quit the group 2 or 3 times because James Brown was just so crazy with stuff that he would lose his trumpet player, the main guy. In 9 songs, he would say, Maceo, come blow your horn. Okay? Now, let's go to David Ruffin, another guy. He wasn't a country boy, but he was uglier than the day was long. This man had bifocal glasses that was thick as Coke bottles, that they said back in the day. And there's, again, another guy that when she finally broke up with James Brown, hooked up with David Ruffin. David Ruffin, like I said, he was uglier than...
She got around. What's the point? What's the main point you're talking
Well,
about?
the main point I'm making is the fact that she dealt with guys that had insecurity. She was always singing with Marvin Gaye,
Gotcha.
who's one of the handsomest brothers, slickest brothers from Washington, D.C. that you want to know. And these country boys and these ugly boys felt like, I got to stand up against Marvin Gaye, so they ended up hitting her. Now, it's said by Unsung that Dave Ruffin hit her in the head with a hammer. Also hit her in the head. He was a motorcycle guy. Hit her in the head with a motorcycle. So eventually, make a long story short, Tammy Terrell died of. He was a motorcycle driver.
No, you said he hit her with a what now?
Motorcycle helmet.
Oh, the helmet. Okay.
So eventually, with all the headaches and everything and the abuse she got, eventually she developed a tumor. They operated on that, tried to take the tumor out of her brain, yada yada yada, over and over again. But eventually, she succumbed to her injuries and as well as her cancer of the tumor, and she died at 24 years old. Tammy Terrell, those songs, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Heaven Must Have Sent You From Above, Heaven Must Have Sent Your Precious Love, and the other one, all of them, beautiful songs, just as good as the Carpenters. But all I'm saying is this, and I'm going to close on this. You got James Brown and David Ruffin, who used to beat the hell out of Tammy Terrell, who was on the Motown label with Marvin Gaye. What the hell was Barry Gordon's position when all this was going on? Was this hidden? Was this undercover? How dare you talk about R. Kelly now? With all the secrets that Barry Gordon was holding because David Ruffin was one of the Temptation singers. Or that James Brown had his own thing going on.
Well, my take on that is he didn't want it to get out because it would have came back to him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
He didn't want that on his hands. That's how.
Well, wait a minute. If you are running that particular record company,
they were running a quote unquote prestigious type of organization. Motown was it.
Right, but the people that you hire are the people that represent you.
Well, I
can't say I'm running the Poppa DD Foundation and some of my employees is out here raping women in the middle of the night. I'm going to be held accountable with it. Let them go, fire them or what have you. I cannot, I don't buy that. I don't buy the fact that Barry Gordon should be sitting on a golden stool because deep down inside at his upper age now, he's probably saying to himself, you know what, I could have curved that. I should have curved that. This woman died at 24 years, and how much money was made off? And like I said, I'm gonna close on this.
You sure?
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no mountain high enough.
We got it.
Your Precious Love, and the other song was the most popular songs that Motown ever put out, and that's why he didn't go near it. James Brown was popping more than anybody at the time, but you know the beautiful thing about all this? James Brown, when he died, he didn't get buried for like 6 months for different crap going on with his life. And David Ruffin died in Philadelphia. He's going to sing at the Mann Music Center with the Made Up Temptations. He went down to buy some crack before his show. They never even did the show in Philly. He died in the back alley. They took $40,000 off his money belt. So just go to show how you live is how you die. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. Bam.
Well, that was Poppa DD and What's Poppin'.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, that's very wise saying there. Wait a minute. he even took your saying.
Yeah, now he's just saying, that's how it goes.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's an interesting, point of view.
R. Kelly, my brother, hey, if you was there digging them down, at least you wasn't banging over the head. Anyway, I'm going to leave it alone.
All right.
Okay.
Well, leave it alone.
I don't know if this is a good segue, but we have Alina Chanel in the studio. She sings.
I don't know what about me too.
Yeah, she sings our theme song.
You have came on a good night.
And
because we're talking about singers and stuff, and God bless you. We know that you're with your spirit and your background that you're not even going to phase into that.
What's up, everybody?
Whoa!
Hey, Lena in the house.
Yes.
It's your girl, all the way from Cali. Where are you from? Los Angeles?
Yeah. Well, Woodland Hills now.
Okay.
What's that playing?
That is one of your selections, Fall. I was going to turn it up a little bit.
We got to get this updated.
I'll play just a few seconds of a selection of hers called Fall. Check this out.
Baby, oh baby, I can make you fall, baby, oh baby, oh baby, with your love, I'm in love with you. When you touch, yeah, it's too much for me to hold nothing back. I can't relax, just state the fact. Tell me if you like that. I think I might love you if I stay over. When you're gonna fall, baby, fall, baby, fall, baby. I can make you fall, baby, oh, baby, fall, baby.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party Monday. Who's Poppa DD? I'm here with Ketel
Hello.
and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
All right, we're back with
And Lena Chanel.
Lena Chanel.
Hey.
Woo.
Right.
That was a selection called Fall.
Yes. That's actually the song that I auditioned with on the VH1 show, Signed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was the snippet that they played when I first made my debut on the show.
Okay.
And what was the show about?
It was a singing and a rap competition, and basically they put us through like different things. Like they'll say you have 2 days to prepare for a performance in front of this huge crowd, thousands of people. They would give us a studio time. We would have to work on things.
It was competition. type
yeah.
stuff. Okay, I got you. It was about, what, 8, 10 people?
At the end, it was 8 finalists, but we started with 500.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 500 in the initial auditions.
Wow.
That got down to 40, and then
Wow.
40 are the people that made it to the TV audition.
So you made it to the
Oh,
TV
okay.
audition.
That's good.
Great, yeah.
That's very
So
good.
you made it from the audition all the way down to the
Wow.
final.
All the way to the
You
finals,
should be
yeah.
proud of that.
Okay.
So that was Rick Ross, and what other producers were there?
Rick Ross, The Dream, and Lenny S.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah,
about-
that's who it was. All right.
Yeah.
I did catch that series. That was really
It
good.
was.
Thank you.
It
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
It was definitely an interesting experience.
Well, I hope you keep in contact with some of those producers, too.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Lenny, that's my boy. And The Dream, he was the most supportive throughout the show with me,
Okay.
The Dream.
I guess Rick Ross was too high up on the hill, but anyway.
Oh, Rick Ross was actually the nicest. Like, anytime I ever did a performance or whatever it was, he was always the one that's like, man, I just love this girl. She reminds me of so 90s, man. He always used to say that, like, she's so 90s.
Wow. Okay. Taking us back.
So do you write your own songs, or do you work with someone, collaborating? How does that work?
I write all my own music. I actually just recently did a collaborative song like 3 days ago in the studio, and I haven't really had a writing partner in a while. But since before that, I write everything. Everything I've ever recorded, put out, I've written all of it.
Can we get the name of that EP? You ready to drop?
I'm thinking about a name.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
Because usually when I hear the track list, I hear how vibey it is, you know, and then I kind of get a sense of a title from that.
Okay.
I don't usually like to name it first, because then I feel like I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's untitled.
Then you have to write to the name.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. We can't wait for it to come out. Then.
Thank you so much. I can't wait.
So when do you think that will be? When we can get that?
What is it, February? Honestly, I was aiming for my birthday, or around the birthday month, so in July.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully, at the speed I'm working and all the content that I have enough music already. I'm just, you know how I am. It needs to be perfect. So I've recorded, right now I probably have a catalog of like 50 songs that are more current, but I got to get that down to like 8. So.
Okay.
And I'm still recording more stuff.
All right.
So do you have any plans to do any touring?
I would love to. I would love to tour. I had management that I was working with, 10 Times Talent, My contract ended, and I did not renew yet because I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of the things that I did or that I booked or that I recorded or I did it all myself anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good.
yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to continue with that. But I would say he would have been able to set the tour. That's something that he actually could do. So
Okay.
maybe once I'm done with the music, I'll reach back out and see if they want to help further.
Right.
And if you had a chance to tour, who would you want to tour with? Anybody in particular?
Ooh,
Yeah, if you could be like the opening act
for
for any current artist, who would you like to open for?
that's a tough one.
Mm.
Chris Brown.
Oh, okay. Nice crowd.
Summer Walker.
Mm-hmm.
She's newer. I don't know if you know of her.
I've only heard like one song from her.
She has been her single with Usher, Come Through. It got really big.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I know what you mean.
Her music vibe fits my vibe. It would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even SZA, if she did go on another tour,
Right.
I love her voice and her music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, off the top, that's who I can think of.
Okay.
So what else have you been doing lately? I know you are on social media. Are you involved in any other like online projects where people might be able to catch you, find you?
Well, I am into the meal prep chef action. I like to cook. I do have an entire timeline of all the food that I cook on my Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
It'll say Chef Chanel, which is my cooking name.
Okay.
So you could peep that. I also do hair, so I get a lot of hair clients from Instagram. But mostly music. I did just land a song in an upcoming show. It's a show called Pumped that's going to be coming out. Shout out to director Corey Grant. But I got a new song that no one has heard placed in that.
So this is a movie.
It's a show. It's a new series.
Oh, a series. Okay.
It's called Pump. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but I know it's going to be coming out via Urban Flix.
Okay.
So it's like Netflix, but black.
Okay.
Yeah, black Netflix.
All right.
So yeah,
I like that.
Song placements, just working.
So what's the name of that song?
The one that's in there, Light On.
Light On.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
All right, Light On, Light
I like
on.
that.
Thank you.
Light On. Is that one of your originals? That's one of your originals?
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of my originals, and it was the first song that I actually solidified for the project. Like how I'm iffy about everything, that's the one song I know for sure it's going to be on there.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
It's really, really well mixed. Shout out to Will Bagley.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great job mixing my vocals. Sounds so professional. It's already mastered. I had a guy named Yanni master it, and he's Grammy nominated. So.
And do you do your own background vocals, or you work with people who do your background?
Yes, I do all my own background vocals. I usually just get in the studio. I'll tell them to mute my solos, and then whatever I hear in the back, I'll just record those on top. Pull the solo back up and make sure it's not too convoluted. And then you just go from there. It's all part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I might even record just blank melodies with no words. When I hear a beat and I want to get a vibe, I'll just literally stand in front of the mic and just sing whatever comes out. It'll be all mumbles, but it'll at least I can hear melodies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not actual words.
No, it'll literally be an entire mumble of melodies, but that way when I listen to it back, I can hear what
I'm trying to envision, like, what does that sound like?
Like, it's hard to do it with no beat.
Okay.
But literally, it's just kind of like, it literally sounds like mumble rap.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Humming, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, humming. So, and then there's the Live It outlet. Shout out to Live It. Live It, everyone. It's an amazing app. If you like to watch different people that have different creative things that they do, and it's a live streaming app. So I live stream on there. I sing. I take song requests. I cook on there. And there's a lot of different streamers that do a lot of different cool things like art and building stuff and opera. And like it's a cool app.
What's it called now?
Live It, LIVIT.
So how to get onto it? Liveit.com?
It's an
just
app.
Download the app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So from like the Play Store or something like
from the
that.
Apple Store or Play
Look up
Store.
Live It. Okay.
Okay, and that's LIVIT as in Thomas.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
LIVIT. Yes, and
Okay,
it's
very
awesome. Good. You can keep up with your favorite streamers. You can see what they're doing throughout the day. You can send coins.
How often are you on it?
Usually, I try to do it every other day.
Okay.
Like my goal is to do like 4 a week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
And then I usually stay on for about an hour and a half every time I stream.
Okay.
So it's fun. It's fun. People, we play games on there.
Mm-hmm.
People shout out like they want to hear their favorite songs.
Okay.
And you get paid from the app too. So.
Wow. Interesting.
Everybody on there gets paid?
Sorry, the streamers get paid. The viewers are the ones that are throwing out the points that translate into money.
Right.
So it's cool, and it's global. It's from here all the way to Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What other ways can they find Lena Chanel?
Let's see. Facebook is Lena Chanel. Instagram is at Lena Chanel. Twitter at Lena Chanel.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I have? I think that's everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Livits. Livits is Lena Chanel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lena Chanel, everything. You can just Google me.
Okay.
We'll find you there.
Yeah.
Okay. Lena Chanel.
Now, how can we find your music?
So the music that is already currently out would be SoundCloud,
Okay.
or there's one single on iTunes, but that's very old, even though it was one of my favorites.
That's all right.
And the project that is going to be coming out in July, well, hopefully July, we'll say, will be everywhere. Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff.
All right, good.
So,
all right.
Just living the singer LA life. The struggle is real.
Okay. So we have another piece of Lena Chanel we can play?
We do. We do have one other. It was a previous selection of hers called On My Mind.
Okay.
So we'll take it out with that. Thank you so much for dropping in on the interview.
No problem.
If you want to come back in on the other side of the song, feel free. But I know you've got a
yeah, I'm booked and busy. I got about 5 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll just play a piece of this song. This is called On My Mind, Lena Chanel.
That we could be, that's who you wanna be. Everything you say to me, I know you got your lady. If you feeling, baby, we can make this steady. I know that we should not keep this up. We should already be done. I can't help the thing that I feel for you.
Example. All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. And you were just listening to the vocal performance of Lena Chanel. And On My Mind. So, Lena, I know you got to go, but we just want to say thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Shout out to Pajama Party.
All right.
All right.
Make sure you guys tune in every Friday night, 9 p.m.
All right.
Can you do us a favor and just sing a piece of our theme song since you recorded it? If you remember it. Do I have to play the track for you?
No, I remember it.
Okay.
Sorry, I was.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, all right. We got the beat.
Boom, boom,
Okay.
Hey.
Pajama Party. Want it sexy, join the party. Pajama Party.
Hey.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was awesome.
You guys don't mind
All
me.
right.
Wow.
I'm booked, guys.
All right.
All right. That was Lena Chanel.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Thank
We
you
are
so much
blessed
for
up in
stopping
here.
by to see us.
That was
Thank you
nice.
so much.
Blessed up
Thank
in
you.
here. Blessed up in
Oh,
here.
let's see. Let's see. I know we're doing things out of our regular order, but
That's
this was
all
a
right.
special show tonight.
That's all right.
So we just go on with how we feel tonight.
Okay.
Let's see. Where are we going next?
Let me do my little Hollywood wrap up.
Oh, okay. Go right ahead.
I got an appointment myself.
Okay. Everybody's
Y'all
busy
gonna get
tonight.
me with Red Wine. Don't do that. Don't leave me
Everybody's
with Red
busy
Wine.
tonight, huh?
Oh,
All right.
no.
Well, let's cue up to Hollywood. Go right
Okay.
ahead, Ketel. What's going on in the entertainment news?
Well, unfortunately, we lost a great one, Janet DeBose, who played the vivacious neighbor Willona Woods on Good Time. She composed the songs that the Jeffersons, the theme for the Jeffersons.
And moving on up.
Right, moving on.
Oh,
up.
that's right,
Sang
Janet
and-
DuBois.
Yep, sang and she wrote that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep,
So she
yep.
passed?
Yep, she was 74, and they said she died of natural causes.
Wow.
She
Okay.
didn't play nothing like that, but she did quite a bit. She started in theater, where she appeared in Broadway productions, The Golden Boy, Raisin in the Sun, The Hot Eye, Baltimore and L.A., Good Times, Jeffersons, Diary of a Mad Housewife, I'm Going to Get You, Sucker. Oh, my God. Charlie.
Oh, that's right. She was in that.
Yep. Basic Instinct.
Oh, I don't remember her.
Credited in numerous other films as various Basic Instinct, Next Friday, and Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
All right. Sister was working.
She was, yeah. I think she was behind the scenes quite a bit, too, but, if you looked at the credits, you would see that, that was her.
Okay.
Yeah. And one more note. Snoop Dogg's son, Cordell Bodas, he responds to backlash after he models in women's clothes and makeup.
Oh, boy.
Interesting. Remind me of the Jaden incident. He was the first male to get a contract with one of the top model agencies. He was wearing a skirt, but oh well. Cordell scored a scholarship to play in the UCLA, but after realizing that his dad loved him for being himself and not playing football, he left school to become a model. He signed with MCM Worldwide in 2018. Some pictures surfaced of modeling wearing makeup and women's clothing.
Okay.
Snoop has got some backlash. This is what happens when we stop getting whooping, when you rebel and go against righteousness. Oh, Lord.
Oh.
We all need guidance and structure and support. The generation is under attack. These some of the Instagram and Facebook comments people are sending out. This person slammed Snoop Dogg for his son's decision. This blank, sad and failed Snoop. Oh, Lord. What is wrong with people?
They need to let it go.
But I notice a lot of the entertainers and sports people, their quote-unquote male counterparts or their male sons are coming out and, they want to put out.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade just went through this last, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
with his son Zion, who's now known as Zaya.
Right, and Irving.
Magic Johnson.
Right,
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, yeah.
He's in full bloom.
Yeah, for sure. And I see it, he's been modeling and everything. But I'm saying this must be, quote-unquote, the new normal. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. If you're making that money and them coins, and this is what you want to do, I say go for it.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
It's just so many things happening. People just saying, look, this is who I am. Take it or leave it.
Their fathers are so filthy, filthy rich. So money was never an issue.
Right.
And I think
they
their parents always
were.
tell them, look, we're going to have some problems in our life, but money is not one of them.
Got that right.
So don't ever think money is an issue. It's not.
They just want to live their life. But I'm quite sure, as they say, mother and fathers, they know best. They know their child. They already know what this situation is.
And
but
they've seen the child
years. Right, and it's just them coming out to the public. So
right.
So and how
seen it over the years.
How do I bring that out because I'm a celebrity or who I am? But a lot of them have been supporting them, so that's a good thing.
Right.
Also, one last note: actress Rosario Dawson.
Oh, Rosario,
my bad.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She comes out as LGBTQ.
Rosario Dawson?
Has something she wants to clarify. She never really officially came out. Well, now she did by saying that, but she didn't before, but now finally it's out there. So I guess maybe somebody was getting ready to say something. The actress was asked about 2018 Instagram post in honor of Pride Month. In it, she reposted a video from the queer rapper Chica. In the video, the musician is rapping about pride and identity. In the caption, Dawson reposted Chica words that are the hook in the song. I will not be ashamed, she wrote. This is just who I am and who I was meant to be. No mistake. Okay. Dawson added her own words as well. Happy Pride Month, she wrote. Sending love to my fellow LGBTQ homies. Keep being strong in the face of adversity. Loud and proud. Okay. Who knew? You know, because she's been in quite a bit of movies. She was in that movie with Will Smith. What was it, 9 seconds or something? 7 seconds?
Yeah, 7.
Something like that.
7 pounds.
7 pounds, right.
And she's, been in a lot of movies with a lot of leading men, but that doesn't mean anything. So, we just never know.
Wow.
That blew me. I mean, that's a new one. That's a new one.
Wow. Okay, Ketel. Wow. Okay. Well, you got everybody going, wow. All right. Well, look, let's just take one quick break, and then I guess we'll come back with, I don't know, but we're coming right back on the other side on the Pajama Party Show.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Late Night Adult Talk Show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on ours or your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It list, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It list, hit us on Twitter at @PajamaParty and use hashtag KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch? Oh, how rude. Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party 1. Your host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Happy Friday. Whee!
Right.
Oh, let's see. Where are we going next?
I'm just going to name a few of, I gave a story about Rosario Dawson. She came out. She's playing in quite a bit of movies. Men in Black, Rent.
Oh, that's right.
Rundown.
Yeah, she's very popular.
Unforgettable. I mean, she's like I said, 7 pounds. That's the most popular one that I know of with Will Smith.
Yep. Very popular woman.
Yes, but it is what it is.
It is definitely what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what's up. So.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I can go with. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
It'll be quick. I just wanted to talk about, with it being tax season approaching.
Oh.
I know nobody likes it. Nobody likes it, for real, but, it is what it is. But,
always, every year.
Yeah, every year it comes around like clockwork. But I was just reading something earlier, and I thought, this is kind of messed up, that there's some stuff going on with TurboTax. Apparently, TurboTax has been tricking people with tax preparation ads that misuse the word free.
Oh.
So you have all these ads talking about free this, free that, free tax preparation, all this stuff free, but it's not free.
Right.
And basically they've just been tricking and luring people in, and, that stuff is not cool. So there's a nonprofit group called ProPublica who has been investigating this stuff, and they're just trying to basically just blow the lid off of it. So IRS is got this long-standing agreement with some of the tax preparation companies, that do your tax preparation and stuff, filing and all that. And then you got TurboTax running these ads. So there's a category that includes 70% of filers who can actually get free tax preparation. So that means there's 30% of us who won't fall into that category, and you just got to pay somebody. But what they're doing is they've got these ads on there that come up that say this and that is free, and you can get your stuff done free. Just click here, follow this link, and it turns out to not be true. So I'm just trying to figure out, how are they getting away with this? TurboTax is like a major company. So it seems to me that if they're misleading taxpayers, IRS needs to cut them off at the knees. That would be my feeling. You know, I'm saying if y'all are jerking around people and you're not doing the right thing, cut them off at the knees. You know, you don't have to work with them. If they're not doing the right thing, you got to, like the way they do other countries, sanctions. If you can't lock them up, sanction them. I'm just saying you got to look out for people, because there are a lot of people who are going to get taken in by this stuff. And you start putting all your personal information into these online, you know, accounts and stuff, and then you get to the end thinking, oh, it's free, it's all free, and then they say, oh, you need to put your credit card information, and you're like, oh, but I thought this was free. And at this point, if you stop, now they already got your information. They got your email address, because that's one of the first things you fill out, your name, your address, your email, your social. They already have all that stuff. This is not cool. So I don't know, you know, if there's going to be any price they have to pay for all this stuff, but TurboTax need to be shot in the butt for this, for real. You shouldn't be, you know, doing this kind of stuff, because tax stuff is serious. And when people are trying to get help to get their taxes, you know, dealt with, you want to file your stuff, you're trying to do the right thing, pay your stuff on time or file your stuff on time. You don't need to run into this kind of stuff. So all I'm saying is, TurboTax, I'm putting you on the kiss it list. And I'll say right now, you can kiss mine, because that ain't right. This is Redwine, I'm just saying. TurboTax, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You tricking people? That ain't right.
Last word, I guess.
Yeah, we might as well wrap it up. You got anything else to say, Poppa DD?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, he already told us what happened with that Tammy Terrell situation.
I'm hurt behind that.
Yeah. Kind of some rough stuff.
24 years old is a young age to die, man.
Go back and check that out.
That's a young.
I wish I saw the Unsung.
Just pull up the Unsung. That's the first thing they talked about.
You can probably find
and
it on TV.
I would not have spoke on it unless I heard it officially from Unsung, which is a real show that's putting it out there. And I was just grabbing on the.
Oh, can we just real quick do the kiss it list? Because I have to put TurboTax on there.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And a few other choice
James
folks.
Brown and David Ruffin.
Yeah, we're going to get them all on there. Oh, Poppa DD, can you tell everybody what the Kiss It list is?
The Kiss It list is a list that's compiled with people that are a mess. And we're just going to put them on blast for what they've done, because whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. So, hello, Kiss It list. This is your time.
So who we got on the list? I'm starting it off with TurboTax.
And I'm starting off with James Brown and David Ruffin.
Okay. And I'm putting 45 on there.
I love their music.
Because now all of these corrupt people who went to jail for all the corrupt stuff they did, now 45 is going to wave his fairy wand.
Because they're vulnerable.
And tell them all, okay, you can get out of jail
they're
now.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like you said, at what cost?
Milkins knows the Wall Street like nobody else. Anytime you can rip a place off, you know it well.
Yeah, that's messed up. All right. Anybody else? Nope. That's everybody for this week.
Well, the gentleman, the governor of Illinois. If he all of a sudden goes Republican.
Yeah, Rob Blagojevich, or however you pronounce it.
He goes Republican.
Yeah, and Milken.
He was stone cold Republican.
All right, we got something for you, and here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass! You better kiss my Irish ass! This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh. You can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem,
I just want to say good night to everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Please tune in every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Okay. In the meantime, Redwine, could you shine my shoes?
Anyway, this is Redwine, and I'm just saying good night to everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to deal with Poppa DD. We're going to have to call HR or something.
We're going to tie his ass
this
up.
resolved.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to tie his ass up.
We're going to get this resolved. All right, Ketel, what's your last word and good night?
My last word is continue to be safe out there. And stay away folks that are sick. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
This coronavirus, this thing is...
Yeah, that corona thing.
Yeah, this stuff is for real.
Corona.
And I don't know if that mask is helping, so watch yourself.
Yeah. If you see somebody coughing or hacking or whatever...
Run.
Yes, thank you. Run. I'm serious. And they were just showing on TV about if you're in an airplane and somebody sneezes, how that air just fumigates out.
All those little particles start to separate and run around.
So just be careful out there and keep yourself safe and keep your immune system strong. That's the key thing.
Yep.
You have to keep it strong. Eat, drink, and exercise. Do the right thing for that body, and it'll take care of itself.
All right. Well, we're out. We'll see you next Friday night. Peace.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so. I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown that day, join a party. Pajama Party, party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party.